From ancient legends to modern gardens, there is one flower that has captured the hearts of people across cultures and centuries: the lily. With its graceful shape, intoxicating fragrance, and brilliant colors, the lily has become a symbol of purity, renewal, and elegance. But beyond its beauty, the lily also holds a fascinating story and some very practical secrets. Today, we're going to dive deep into everything about the lily: its history, its meaning, how to plant it, how to care for it, and how to make it thrive in your own garden. Let's begin with the story. Lilies have been celebrated for thousands of years. In Greek mythology, it was said that lilies sprang from the milk of the goddess Hera, symbolizing divine purity. In Christianity, the white lily became a symbol of the Virgin Mary, representing innocence and grace. Across Asia, especially in China, lilies are connected to good fortune and lasting love. Whether in art, religion, or folklore, the lily is always more than just a flower. It's a message of beauty and hope. When you first see a lily in bloom, it's hard not to be mesmerized. The tall, slender stems rise proudly, carrying trumpet-shaped blossoms that can be pure white, golden yellow, soft pink, fiery orange, or even deep crimson. Some varieties, like the stargazer lily, are famous for their strong fragrance and vibrant patterns, while others, like the elegant Madonna lily, stand out with their simple, pure, white petals. But all lilies share one thing in common: they bring an air of sophistication wherever they grow. Now, let's move from admiration to action. How do you actually grow lilies? It all begins with the bulb. Unlike many flowers grown from seeds, lilies sprout from bulbs, those rounded onion-like structures that store all the energy the plant needs. When choosing lily bulbs, always look for ones that are firm, plump, and healthy. Avoid any that are shriveled, moldy, or soft. A good bulb is the foundation for a strong, healthy plant. Next comes planting. Lilies love well-drained soil. If your garden soil tends to stay wet, you'll need to improve drainage with sand or compost, because lilies hate sitting in waterlogged ground. Pick a spot that gets at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight per day. Dig a hole about 3 times as deep as the bulb's height, usually around 6 to 8 inches. Place the bulb with the pointed side facing up, cover it gently with soil, and water it lightly to settle it in. For a beautiful display, plant bulbs in groups of 3 to 5, spaced about a foot apart. This creates a natural, lush look when they bloom. Now comes the care. Lilies are surprisingly easy to maintain if you follow a few golden rules. First, water them deeply but not too often. It's better to give them a good soaking once or twice a week rather than frequent shallow watering. Always water at the base, not on the leaves, to prevent disease. Second, feed them well. Lilies are hungry plants. A balanced fertilizer applied in spring, just as the shoots emerge, and again after flowering, will give them the energy to produce strong stems and vibrant blooms. Third, give them support. Some tall varieties can grow up to 6 feet high, and their heavy blossoms may bend or topple over in the wind. A simple stake or garden support will keep them standing proud. As your lilies grow, you'll notice the buds forming, swelling, and then bursting open into breathtaking flowers. But once the bloom is over, don't rush to cut everything down. It's tempting, but remember, the leaves are the plant's food factory. They collect sunlight and send energy back into the bulb for next year's growth. Always wait until the foliage turns yellow and dies back naturally before removing it. This ensures your bulbs stay strong and ready for another season. Lilies also have a secret rhythm. Not all varieties bloom at the same time. Asiatic lilies are the early risers, bringing color in late spring to early summer. Trumpet lilies follow, with their large, fragrant flowers in midsummer. Oriental lilies arrive later, filling the garden with powerful fragrance in late summer. By planting a mix of varieties, you can enjoy continuous blooms from early summer all the way into fall. It's like having a rolling concert of beauty in your own backyard. But what about problems? Every plant has its enemies, and lilies are no exception. The most notorious is the red lily beetle, a bright scarlet insect that loves to chew holes in the leaves. Check your plants regularly and remove any beetles by hand. Slugs can also be an issue, especially for young shoots, so a barrier of crushed eggshells or organic slug bait can help. And of course, like any plant, lilies can suffer from fungal diseases if the soil stays too wet. That's why good drainage and proper spacing are so important. Prevention is always easier than cure. Beyond the garden, lilies are also wonderful in the home. Cut lilies can last over a week in a vase if you change the water daily and trim the stems every couple of days. One pro tip: remove the pollen-covered anthers from each flower as soon as it opens. Not only does this prevent staining on clothes and tablecloths, but it also extends the bloom's life by a few extra days. Imagine filling your home with that intoxicating fragrance and those bold, exotic colors. It's like bringing a piece of the garden indoors. And then there is the deeper meaning. Planting lilies is not just about adding flowers to your garden. It's about connecting to a tradition that spans thousands of years. Every bloom carries with it echoes of myths, legends, and cultures from around the world. When you nurture a lily, you are part of a story much older than yourself, a story of beauty, resilience, and renewal. So, if you've ever dreamed of a garden that feels elegant, timeless, and alive with color, lilies are the perfect choice. They're not difficult to grow. They reward you year after year, and they turn any corner of your yard into a place of wonder. From bulb to blossom, from myth to reality, the lily is more than just a flower. It's a living masterpiece. And now you know its secrets: the history, the planting, the care, the challenges, and the rewards. The only thing left is for you to try it yourself. Plant a bulb, give it light and love, and watch as nature works its magic. Because once you've seen a lily bloom in your own garden, you'll never forget it. The timeless beauty of the lily will forever hold a place in your heart.